The greatest fast food tier list of all time. I'm excited about this. Some of this I haven't had, so I don't know what we'll do with those. We'll figure it out. We're starting with Arby's. So Arby's, I used to really like Arby's, and now I don't really like Arby's very much. And it's kind of all this cannot be anywhere at the top because Arby's really has nothing awesome. Like, it has some stuff that's all right. Here's a big thing for me. They're cups. I know it's weird. They're like, what? Your cups? Their cups are like paper. They do have at least a lot of variety, which is a plus. I think I just want to stick them in C right off the bat. We might like move stuff, but I think C is probably where it belongs. It's not like the worst thing I've ever seen. Auntie Anne's. Honestly, I've never been to Auntie Anne's, so I guess we can just leave it there, right? Buffalo Wild Wings. So here's somewhere I eat all the time. Around me, almost nothing stays open past 10, except B-Dubs. So B-Dubs is great. I like most of their food. I don't love anything really. I like it. I've eaten a lot of this though, so I've gotten a little bit tired of it. I'm between these. I think B is a little harsh because I do enjoy it and go there a lot. This is where I'm kind of thinking A tier because it has decent variety. I really like chicken. I'm a chicken guy, you know, a lot of chicken. I've never heard of this Baja Fresh, so we're just gonna put this at the end. Baskin Robbins. This is only ice cream, right? Is there any food at Baskin Robbins? I'm gonna need some feedback. I've never had it. I've had ice cream there and it's fine. I'm not a huge ice cream person, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this could be controversial. I feel like people either really like Baskin Robbins or don't really care. I'm in the don't really care section. I don't have like a strong opinion on the actual taste of the ice cream. I'm gonna put it in C. I know, yeah. I know, this could be controversial. I'm putting Baskin Robbins in C. Not a huge fan of Baskin Robbins for the most part. Bojangles. Bojangles I've had a few times. Pretty good. However, one of the only times I've gone to Bojangles, I went before like a movie. So we have a Bojangles pretty close to the movie theater. I went before a movie. I had like 45 minutes at a time. We walk in, we stand at the register for about 5 minutes. Nobody's there. We're just like, what is going on? This is weird. And I was like, we could leave, but we don't really have time to go anywhere else. They finally walk up. Hey, just want to let you know, we got about 20 minutes wait on anything that's chicken. And I'm like, so we're like, I guess we're leaving, so we just left. So the last time I went, I had kind of a bad experience because of that. It was like, I didn't even get to eat before the movies because we waited there for 10 minutes and then they didn't have any chicken. So it was a little negative. However, I do have good memories eating there, or at least good experiences that pretty much every time I eat there, I'm like, this food is pretty fire. It's just one time, you know? So and that could happen. It could just be a random one. Definitely an A. Boston Market, never been there. Now, Burger King, I have been there. Everyone has been there, okay? It's a worldwide phenomenon. Micah, my brother, actually gave me a Burger King gift card for Christmas. So everyone hates Burger King, but I have a hot take for you. What I do hate about Burger King, their drinks. They're all awful. Some Burger Kings are terrible. I think most Burger Kings are terrible. That's why people don't like them. This one I went to one time. I went through the drive-thru. I got my drink. I take a sip of it. It literally tasted like someone just like had been using that cup all day and just spitting into it. That's what it tasted like. I'm not kidding you. It was a soda. I don't even know how it tastes like that. I almost died. I don't think it's better than Arby's. It's probably worse than Baskin Robbins on average, but I also like it. I like it. I'm putting it in C tier. I'm putting it in C. I don't hate it. The question is, what do I hate? I don't know. Do I hate anything? We're gonna have to find out. California Pizza Kitchen, never been there. Carl's Jr. So don't have Carl's Jr.'s, but we do have Hardee's. So we'll get to that. Checkers, also never been there. I do have one near me. I haven't actually been. Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, the godchild of everyone's favorite restaurant. Everybody loves Chick-fil-A. I do not love Chick-fil-A. I do not like anything about Chick-fil-A. Yeah, I would rather have Popeyes. I'd rather have Cane's. So that's the thing. It's like it's just not as good as those. I think the chicken sandwiches are extremely overrated. Every time I eat one, I'm like, the Popeyes chicken sandwich is just a million times better in my opinion. However, it's not terrible. I think a lot of people have Chick-fil-A up here. I don't even have it up here. It's definitely better than these restaurants. No matter how much I hate on Chick-fil-A, it's better than Arby's. It's better than Baskin Robbins and Burger King. I'm going to put it at B tier. Chipotle, another one. I don't love Chipotle either, but it is, when you eat it, you feel like you ate healthy. I don't know, you probably didn't really, but you feel good about yourself. Chipotle. I pretty much never go there, but when I do, it's about once every few months. I think this has to be a B tier. For fast food, it's pretty quality. So I'm going to throw it at B. I think that's pretty fair. Chuck E. Cheese. I have not eaten Chuck E. Cheese in a really long time. The last time I ate a pizza there, it was supposed to be like a cheese pizza. It tasted like cinnamon pizza. And not going to lie, I liked it. Everyone else thought it was disgusting. I liked it. But realistically, they made a cheese pizza that tastes like cinnamon. So I'm going to put this at D tier. Church's Chicken. We have one of these. I heard from the Uber driver when I was in LA at Pasadena. He's like, you got to try the Church's chicken sandwich. Haven't done it yet. I would really love to do it. It's going to happen eventually. Cinnabon. This is not really a restaurant. This is a dessert place. This is like Baskin Robbins. Okay, I'm putting Baskin Robbins in D. This is not a restaurant. If it's not a full restaurant, it better be awesome. So Cinnabon, same thing. I almost don't even want to put them in here. They don't fit. I'm not going to put them in here. I'm taking them out. I'm taking Cinnabon. I'm taking Cold Stone. They're not fast food. Okay, Cookout. We do have this. What I love about Cookout, you can go there at any time. It's open till like 3 a.m. So it's one of the latest places we have around me. It also is pretty cheap. It used to be extremely cheap, but then of course everything's gotten more expensive. It went up a little bit. It's still insanely cheap. The thing is, when I eat Cookout, I feel awful, which is a lot of things that I eat, but then all the positives. So where do you put it? I think that you have to put it above Arby's and BK. I think it's arguably A tier. I can't eat it and feel like a normal person after I eat it. So it makes me kind of bump it down to B. DQ. We don't have DQ anymore, which is a little sad. I think the flamethrower was awesome. If you haven't had it, it's a great burger. It's like a spicy kind of burger. I have had a situation where I went to a Dairy Queen and they gave us what was definitely a raw burger. That was a while ago. So I took like a year off of Dairy Queen because of that. This is definitely in the Arby's and Burger King tier. But I think the flamethrower definitely bumps it up to the top because I really like the flamethrower. I think it's good. So I'm going to put it top of C. What is this? Del Taco? Never had Del Taco. Domino's Pizza. Okay, Domino's. We're getting into the pizza. So pizza's always good. Domino's used to suck. It used to be terrible. And then they had a overhaul, just like changed the crust and did a bunch of stuff, and it was pretty good. Like they made it a lot better. Few times I have Domino's. I get one where it's like they have not cooked the dough has not risen on the pizza. It's completely flat and it tastes like old Domino's and it's garbage. I think right now we're gonna put this right here, top of C. Elevation Burger, never heard of that. Five Guys, the absolute worst prices I have ever seen. First of all, they trick you with their menu. They have like the regular burgers listed, like burger, double burger, whatever. Then they have like little burger, with sounds like, okay, that's for kids. No, that is a full-size burger. When you get the regular burger, it's freaking huge. The little burger is what you want to order. It's crazy. So that's a big deal, because if this costs like a normal restaurant, this would be great. This would be S tier, I think. I think I'm going to put Five Guys right above Bojangles. Okay, next up, Hardee's. We do have Hardee's. Okay, Hardee's. There's always stories with all the fast food. I like Hardee's. I think the burgers are pretty good. However, one time I went there, I was eating my burger, and there's just giant hair sticking right out of my burger. I take a bite. I'm holding the burger. Big old hair right in there. Nothing worse than that. Because you just ate it. It was in your mouth, you took a bite and then there's a hair sticking out right where you took a bite. Before that happened, it would have been up at C, I think. In and Out. Where do I start with In and Out? I have beef with In and Out. You just order off the menu. You're like, can I just get the regular burger? If you do that, if you do what I just said, you go, you've never been there, you order the number one, whatever, In and Out is not good. That is not good. I've been told that if you go and you use secret menu, this is my beef, then it's great. Your regular stuff has to be good too. You cannot have secret menu items that is the only thing that's good. Now, I have not tried the secret menu because no one told me until I was like, In and Out sucks. And they're like, did you try the secret menu? I'm like, what are you talking about? And C tier's not bad. It's just average. Jack in the Box. Okay, Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box is interesting because there's 100 things on like a Jack in the Box menu. Like there are so many Jack in the Box items. I have had a couple of good things from Jack in the Box. Last time I went there, I had like a taco from there. It was the worst taco I've ever had. Honestly, worse than Hardee's. If I didn't have the hair experience, Hardee's definitely better. So I think Jack in the Box goes here. All right, next, Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's is interesting. I have acid reflux. That's been pretty bad. It's actually gotten a lot better since I stopped drinking soda. I know, crazy, right? Whenever I would have really bad acid reflux and I'd feel really sick and I would want to go somewhere to eat, Jimmy John's was my go-to because you could go there, you can get the most boring sandwich ever. You can get like a BLT with a bunch of lettuce on it and no sauce, just the blandest thing you could ever think of. So it was great for that. But when I actually want something that like tastes good, I never think Jimmy John's for a sandwich shop. I think this has got to be C tier for me. And it doesn't really fit in well with these because these are all kind of like greasy places. So I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt because when I eat it, I feel a lot better. I'm going to put it right above Domino's. All right, KFC. What is wrong with you people? KFC, you want to put an S and A? So let me talk about my local KFC. The last time I went to my local KFC, COVID was still pretty big. Like, we were really only going and picking up food for the most part. I ordered it on the KFC app. I go inside, I open the door, I just start looking around because I'm like, where do they keep like the mobile orders or whatever? I start looking at the floors. They looked like they had not been touched. See, like, bear in mind, this was during COVID, but they did not look like they had been swept in like 2 years. Like, you could see cobwebs, you could see dirt. And I was like, this is where my food's coming from. I did go to a different KFC a couple of times when I was driving somewhere. The KFC chicken sandwich, I would say, was like a B tier chicken sandwich, maybe even an A tier. With all that said, I think it's a C tier. I feel like we have too many C tiers right now. I don't know. We're gonna reorganize a little bit, but I'm gonna put it right below In-N-Out. Krispy Kreme, can't do that because it's not a restaurant. Little Caesars Pizza. Obviously, this is low quality pizza that you get for cheap. So last time I had it, I ate a bunch of it. It tastes like whatever. It's like, you know, you eat it because you're hungry and it's pizza. Like, no pizza can really be bad, but it's the worst you can get of any pizza. I felt awful after I ate it too. Like, I felt really bad for like a day. I think based on that, we have to put this at D tier. I don't hate Little Caesars. That's why I'm going to put it at the top of D. Like, I eat it and I'm not like disgusted, but it's also fine. Long John Silver's, I've been there one time. It's just not good. This is just knockoff Captain D's. Nando's. Oh, okay, Nando's. Never been there. Panda Express, we do have one of these. I've been here many times. We had this when I was in college too. I think their rice kind of sucks. Like, I don't know. This is my opinion. I like basically everything else you order there. I like their egg rolls. I like stuff like that. The orange chicken's good. Yeah, I mean, like, everything else is pretty good. The rice is not good. It's very bland. It's very blah. But it's fast food rice, so what do you expect? I think it could go here. It could be down here, to be honest. Panera. Here we go. I've been there recently, and I've had stuff that's all right. Like, I can stomach it. The problem is, yeah, all the meals are really small. So you usually get, like, chips and, like, a tiny sandwich or something. And then everything's like $30. So it's like the same Five Guys thing, except you even get less food. And then it has like this whole thing about being healthy, and then half the food's not even healthy. So I'll put it here. Papa John's. Papa John's. So now we're comparing it to Little Caesars and Domino's, basically. I definitely prefer it over Little Caesars. Now, the question is Domino's or Papa John's. Which one would you choose? I think it's probably my favorite of these pizza restaurants. Now, Pizza Hut. I worked at a Pizza Hut. I think I was 20 or 21. It was 2016. It was fine. I did see all the nasty grease that they use. They over grease their pizzas. There are some good things about Pizza Hut, but Pizza Hut recently has been, I mean, they've been closing left and right from what I've seen. I think I'm going to put it right here for Pizza Hut, C tier. Pollo Loco, never been there. Popeyes. Popeyes. The Popeyes chicken sandwich is the best chicken sandwich out there. It's not even debatable. It usually does have horrible service. I will give that in. However, a lot of times if you get chicken here, they give you like 5 extra pieces of chicken. I don't know if you guys have ever had that. They'll just give you like, instead of like a 3-piece, they'll give you like a 6-piece for no reason. I think I have to put it at S tier. For fast food, I think Popeyes, being a chicken lover, big fan of chicken sandwiches. This is one of my favorite fast food restaurants. I don't know what this is. I don't think I've had it. Quiznos. I had it once. It was very long ago. I remember being really disappointed with you know, just the food. I just didn't think it was good. But however, I haven't had it in forever. One of my friends has just been telling me how much he loves it. So I personally am going to throw in D tier because I don't remember it, but I only remember the one time I had it and I didn't really like it. I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to put it above Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese is going down here. Long John Silver's is worse though. Okay. I've never been here. Can't go there. Shake Shack. I have been to Shake Shack. It's definitely very highly rated. It's another place that's really expensive. It's in the Five Guys level. I don't think it's as expensive as Five Guys, but it's getting close. However, I do love the food. I think it's really good. I'm trying to think because it is expensive. I've only had it a few times. I'd rather have it than Cookout, but it is more expensive, a lot more expensive than Cookout. I either put it up here, like at bottom of A, or I put it below Cookout, because Cookout is like half the price of Shake Shack, or less. Shake Shack, I think that's low A. I think it's really good. I think it is a bit overrated, so I don't think it's like S. I don't think it's top of A, but I think it is still really quality. Sonic. I've eaten way too much Sonic in my day. What I love about Sonic is, 1, it's close to me. 2, You can order ahead on the app and just you pull in, it's like ready for you every time. The service is usually pretty good. Sometimes have awesome deals. For a while they had a 5 for 5 or a 2 for 5 recently. You could get 2 grilled cheeseburgers for $5. I ate that like a million times. Terrible. Should not have done that. It was great tasting, but it was not healthy. Like I'd put the burgers are like C tier quality burgers. I don't know why, but you know, that's a good point. Buffalo Wild Wings really isn't fast food. You know what? That's a good point. I'm going to take this off. It doesn't even make sense. I really do like Sonic a lot, but compared to like Popeyes, definitely worse. Five Guys, it's worse. I mean, the price isn't better at Sonic, obviously. But really, honestly, Sonic is not cheap. It's really not that cheap. Even if you like order on the app and stuff. Bojangles, worse than that. Shake Shack, worse than that. Cookout, worse than that. Chick-fil-A, that's where I draw the line. Starbucks, don't eat there. Okay, Subway. It's the mainstay of sandwiches. You know, people, if you think of a sandwich place, you think of Subway. It's also the most basic. Like, they've kind of just done their thing for a long time. They do have a few good sandwiches that I've liked over the years, but a lot of time I get Subway and I'm like, I'm a little disappointed, you know? Their cookies are really good. I know it's random, but sometimes I just buy like 20 cookies from Subway and I go pick them up. And they're like, why did you just buy 20 cookies? I'm like, because they're good. So that's going to bump it up into B tier for me. Taco Bell is, I mean, completely just garbage food. You know, it's just, it's definitely not high quality ingredients and stuff like that. But it's Taco Bell, and everybody loves a good Taco Bell at like midnight, you know? I've never loved Taco Bell. Like, for a long time, I hated it, and then I started going there more in college, because that's just where you go at midnight. Just the food is just, it's just too garbage, you know, like in general. Just like the quality of the food. The stuff I really like is really expensive from there. The cheaper stuff I like fine. Honestly, I'm gonna move Cookout. I'm gonna move Cookout right there, because I like Taco Bell and Sonic better. So for my experience with Wendy's, our local Wendy's, we always get great stuff. I don't ever have any like nasty issues. Okay, back when I was in either middle school or high school, my friend got a Wendy's burger and it was raw. It didn't happen to me though, but I did see it happen. I like the burgers. I think they're pretty good. I like the fries actually, because they've changed the fries multiple times. It is one of my favorite fast food restaurants, I would say. So I think I got to put it up here. So with Whataburger, I also don't have one of these. So I have to eat it like when I'm on, you know, trips or whatever. I usually would go for the honey butter chicken biscuit. Several times I've had it where they do not put any honey butter on there. Then when I actually get the food, so I got a burger, my food was pretty good. One thing I really love about Whataburger is the regular size drink is a 32 ounce. That is nowhere else does that. I remember the fries being pretty good. I think it is a little bit overrated, but I also think that I would prefer it over anything in B tier. And I would probably prefer it over Wendy's too. Now that I'm looking at this though, I think Bojangles might be a little high. I think we should probably move Bojangles back. Maybe we do it like this and have Shake Shack right there. White Castle, I'm not actually sure if I've ever had this. Because, like, we have Crystals, which is basically the same thing. I'm not sure if I've ever actually had a White Castle, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, McDonald's. Is this the last one? Oh, Portillo's. No, I did have Portillo's. Okay. Portillo's I had when I was in Chicago for the National. So I went with Sassiato and a bunch of people. They gave me terrible advice on what to get. Then they told me to get a dipped sandwich. I should not have listened. I didn't realize they were literally going to soak it. I hate soggy food. However, I'm glad I got the fries because they had cheese sauce with them. I loved the fries. So they said they suck. They're like, these suck. Don't get them. I feel like I didn't get a fair shake when I ate it. I feel like if I just got a burger, I would have liked it more. So I think I'm going to put it down here in B because I still like it was all right. But I don't think I'm going to put it past anything I really like. I'll put it past Chick-fil-A because I don't care about Chick-fil-A. All right. I think this is the last one. McDonald's. I do like McDonald's. I like it. You can have some pretty bad McDonald's experiences. You could go there and they could have had hard buns. And sometimes you feel sick after you eat it. Terrible service usually. I mean, just absolutely worse. But they do have incredible fries. When they come out right, those fries are awesome. They have great fries. Drinks are pretty good. When they make the burgers right, I really like the burgers. Where do we put McDonald's? Where does it go on this list? F tier? No, certainly not. D tier? Absolutely not. B tier. McDonald's is better than Chick-fil-A. That's it. McDonald's goes over Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A's quality is just better than McDonald's. I just personally like McDonald's more than Chick-fil-A. Only one S tier. I think that's kind of interesting. Fast food tier list. This is it. This is the official best fast food tier list ever made. Completely true. Everything in here is real and accurate. So keep that in mind. We made this awesome tier list. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out in the chat. I'll see you guys. Peace.